Hello and welcome everybody. My name is Savage and today we're going to be looking at Phantom again. Reason we're looking at this is we didn't quite reach this 5-wave target and we have started to progress back to the downside. So just to keep you all updated. First off, I'd like to say thank you everybody who subscribed yesterday, pushed us over that 100 mark. You guys are real legends. We appreciate your support. Really helps encourage the team and keep us motivated to do videos and create more content for you guys. On that note, if you'd like to see any specific content created, why not drop a comment down in the comment section below? Just leave a message in there and then we'll get back to you. Really appreciate it. Thank you everyone who subscribed. Okay, so let's get into the price action. So now we were looking for this fifth wave move to the upside with Phantom. It didn't develop, so we got two options here. Either we look at moving this fourth wave down into this zone, and what we have is a fifth wave completed here. If this is the case, what we'd be looking is for a retracement to the downside here, looking for this wave 2. And what we would have then is looking for this potential to progress up towards this area that we were talking about previously, this 27.15 to this 28.86. Though there is some concerns within this move, so either we have a 5-wave move that's completed like this, or if I just adjust this slightly, what we could actually have also is a 1, 2, 3, this is a fourth, and then we have an extension within a fifth wave, and actually our 5-wave move ends here. So there's the difference between these two moves basically is that if our 5-wave move ends here, we can look at this as a flat potentially, where we have this as an A, up in a B, and then we making a 5-wave move for a C. So with this, basically what we would be looking at is that there is potential for us to have a flat as a wave 2. And with this move, we would be looking for confirmation by moving back up and taking out this high point here at 2559. Moving up above that would then prove to us that we can't move down anymore in impulsive structure, and rather that we'd be looking to either move up as a ABC, which would take us to a 3-wave move, which would take us to this 2885 area, or looking for confirmation of a bigger move to the upside by looking to target out this 2918. So yeah, 2918. So 0.2918 area. If, however, like I said, there's a couple of ways of looking at this. We need to just be mindful that we can look at this move down here. See, this move to the upside is a bit overlapping, so we can also treat this as a corrective move. And we have this move here as well. So we just need to be careful, because what we could also have here is that this is a 1, 2, 3. We're looking for a fourth wave and a fifth wave. So what does that now leave us with? Basically, with this move, if it ends up being a 5-wave move like this, if this is an A, a B, and a C wave, that could be completion. And basically this move here as a 5-wave move wouldn't want to cross back above this 2455 zone. And if this is a completed move, what we'd be looking for is moving down into this target area. So this is based off the current levels, moving down into this target area here of between this 2334 and this 2312 area. Now, I'm saying that we could also potentially move up a little bit more within this move. It's possible we could look to target out this 382 area, and what that would be is 24,118, and what that would look like is that we would actually have this move up like this, and that would just be a small zigzag within this move, and then we would be looking for this fifth wave drop. So now, if this is a flat, on completion of this 5-wave drop, if it hasn't completed already, because we can count this as a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 within here. So if this is included in the count, then basically we'd be looking for that additional fifth wave. After the completion of this fifth wave, if we move upwards in a 5-wave move, what we'd want to see is we'd want to start to see some impulsive structure developing to the upside here, and this impulsive structure would want to look to target out the area that we were talking about previously to confirm. However, we could also just reach 1-to-1, and then this is just a bigger corrective pattern where this is just a big ABC, this is an ABC to the upside, and effectively what we would be looking at is this all as an A, B, and then a C. There is potential for a triangle here. It's very early and it's too early to tell really, but what we could have also is we could develop a triangle within this move where maybe we move a bit more sideways here for a longer period of time and we range bound. So this would become our A wave. We'd be looking for a B wave high, and then we form some kind of a triangle like this. And effectively, if I just mark this on here, then we would have something like this, with this as an A, a B, a C, a D, and an E, looking to form some kind of a contracting triangle here. It could be a barrier triangle, could even be a running triangle. It just depends on how exactly this move forms. So we're keeping an eye on that. But for the immediate short term, what I'm looking for is to see how we react here. We could have this additional fourth wave drop, which if we do move up slightly to that 382 area, could look to target out this small green box area here, 2329 to 2303. And if I'm going to just quickly throw this on here, though losing the low at this 2237 would indicate that we are not going to be progressing to the upside, and then we would have to reevaluate what exact structure is happening here. It is possible that we could have this as a wave, this could be a flat here, and what we would be looking for then is more progression to the downside. If that does take place, we would have to be looking at this potentially as a bigger ABC to the downside like this, or a WX and a Y. If that does take place as a WXY, what we'd be looking for is a three-wave move. If it takes place as a C wave, what we'd be looking for is a five-wave move. But we can get a kind of target for this area here, which would be roughly this 22 cent 09 if we look for another leg to the downside here. So invalidation of looking for that C wave would come by moving back above this high point. So we just need to bear in mind there is potential for a drop here, and if we are treating this as basically as a flat, we would just need to be careful that the second wave, this five wave move at the end here, doesn't move down past the. If I bring this up here, we wouldn't want this to move past this 0.2018 area, because then that would indicate to me that rather we have a bigger impulsive structure, and then we would be looking at this move rather as a 1, a 2, and then looking for that third wave, fourth wave, and fifth wave to the downside. Though until it starts to play out a bit more, we have a lot of potential here. Losing this low here, 2237, would indicate we're going down further, but breaking back above this high would still make me look for this fifth wave target. It could look to extend within this move slightly with this third wave, or potentially maybe we just won't have that strong of a third, and we're just gonna sort of move into this box and then look for a move to the downside. It is possible that we could have just ended with a truncated fifth wave here and it hasn't broken the third wave high, but we would only get confirmation of that really by breaking down below this zone here again. So we just got to keep an eye on the price action and see how it goes. So if we just look at, let's bring up the stochastics here, and if we look at the 1 hourly, we can see that this is slowly climbing up. It's actually climbing up quite quickly with very little price action. So this is indicating to me that potentially we are going to continue to see some downside here. But let's have a look at the 4 hourly. The 4 hourly is coming down here. So, it still has some room to the downside. So there is potential we could still see some additional drops, legs within this move to the downside here. So we just need to keep that in mind. I think the 8 hourly is probably still going to be quite high. Yeah, so the daily also is daily's got room, but the smaller time frames have still got some room to drop. So if we don't manage to hold this zone here, basically what we'd be looking at is for this 1-to-1 target primarily, But it wouldn't surprise me if we have a bigger move down and we look to find support in this 20 cent 77 to this 117 cent 58. I don't think we'd get quite this low looking at the current structure, but we could look to target out somewhere in this zone. So we'll keep you up to date with the information as we get it. Obviously, as the waves progress, we start to get more and more pieces to the puzzle. I want to say thank you, everyone, for watching the video. If you enjoyed the content, please smash that like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. There's about 40% of people watching who haven't subscribed yet, and we'd really appreciate any subscriptions. And keep safe out there, everybody. Until we meet again in the next video, see you next time.